Hello friends, today we are going to be seeing that how we could basically add numbers to any kind of thing. So first here we are going to be starting with how to basically make a page layout. We did make a book design that in the last video. If you have missed it, please look at my video how to design a book. So in that you will be getting that how we design this book. Now taking that into consideration, let's see what is a page and what is a print page. So print page basically is of the size of 23 by 36 inches, which is the default offset printing size. You can go smaller, but this is the most optimum size that is used in terms of offset printing, so that there is very little wastage and even you are using the plate to the maximum. So taking that into consideration, if we make a rectangle, first let's convert this into inches. Okay, we make this as 23 tab 36. This is the size of the paper. Now what we do is that we are going to cut this into 4 halves, right? So when you cut this, what you get is, okay, now if I rotate this, if you see, this is my page size. So basically in one sheet you can get approximately 8 pages, okay, 8 A4 pages. So when it comes to A5, it will be 16, and if it is both side page printing, then it's going to be far more than that. Now taking that into consideration, this is what our page size is. What we have learned is that we basically have to use 0.75 here. This is the safest, so we go slightly lower than an inch, and my layouts should be of within this area. Got it? So saying that, you would have this argument, but what about these other pages? What about this border? It's very simple. If that's the rule, then this is your page, right? This is your page, and that has to be shift page down, and fine. So this is going to be my size. Now over here, then within this, my cut marks of each page will come and everything will happen within that particular thing. Now this is what we did. We added grids manually, but let's say that now I want to make each and every page separate. So let's say this is my page. We get into the page, right? And now I start working. Now there are two ways of making grids. The one that we saw here, because why do we need to make a grid here again? Because we need our cut marks to come in, right? So the cut marks you can do manually this way or else. So what you need to do is press Ctrl J and you come to page, document, okay? And there you come to guidelines. Now once you come to guidelines, there is something by the name of presets. You can do horizontal, vertical again separately, where you are doing horizontal add, okay? But we are going to be doing everything together. So in that, what are we going to say? That we want a printable area border, Corel presets, user defined presets. So you need to get into user defined, get into margin, okay? Now let's say that I make 0.5 here, right? What are you getting? You're getting 0.5 again over here, okay, directly. So therefore it mirrors the margin, but we are not going to do that. For this we need 0.75 and this we need 0.5, right? So you have an option of adding columns, grids, everything. Now when I come here and I say preview, can you see my grids of 0.5 and everything are just added, okay? So that's how my grids are added. Now I want to use this particular grid in each and every page of mine. So for that, what am I going to do? I come here into Windows, Dockers and Objects, okay? It's already clicked, and once it is clicked, it will come here. Now sometimes this master might not be enabled, so you need to come here and show master layers and pages. You need to enable this, right? So once this is done, that comes here, and just like how we had created this page border, can you see this page border? Yeah, so there we are going to create this page border. So this is our border, okay, and we are going to increase its thickness. We are going to be having all around our magazine. So what you need to do now, if this border has to be there on each and every page, okay, what are we going to do? We are going to take this rectangle and just on top of the guides, we are going to place a rectangle. Now, irrespective of how many pages you add, no, that rectangle will always be there on each and every page. It's a part of your master. So what are we going to do? We don't want things moving, so we are going to lock each and every one of our grid and even the rectangle. So now what we are going to do, once we have added 4 pages, okay, we are going to press Ctrl J all over again and go to text and say paragraph text. So it has to all be linked and you just press OK. So what is the benefit in this? That when we come here and we make a text box, let's say 6.5 tab 9, okay, and we center align it to our page. We come into text and we give it, say, maintain current frame. Come here, click on 2 and give a gutter space of 0.25. okay. Now that option that we selected is going to come handy to us. So we copy a story, okay. This is our story of Pinocchio, which has been taken from the website stories2growby.org, okay, and then we come here and we say paste, maintain fonts and formatting, say OK. So that's what you get. Now we click on this arrow down here, click, come to page 2 and just click here. You don't need your text box here, right? Then come here, click on page 3 and click here. Can you see it's all getting added here? 1, 2, 3. Now come to page 4, sorry, come to page 3, click on this, come on page 4, click here. Okay, so that's how the objects are duplicated. Fine. Now just for security we save this. So now we come to page 2 again, come here, and can you see this? This means that the text is connected to previously and before. You see page 1, when I come to 1, nothing is not connected on top, it's connected down, right? And here on last page 4, you will get a angle that there is more text remaining. Now I do know that this story will be done in 4 pages. So once I align it, so I'm going to come to page 2, come to text and just come here on the 3 dots and say I want this in 2, maintain whatever that is there and use the gutter space as 0.25. You will have to do it to in each and every page. You will have to do it in each and every page. And can you see I told you my story will get over here? So this is the thing when you're working in layers. We come here and my story ends there. Okay, this is done. I save it again, Ctrl S. Now we come back to our main topic, that is adding numbers. Okay, as the 4-page book. So how do we add numbers? You come into layout, you come into insert number and say on all pages. So by default this number just comes here. I can change it, so I change it to Gaudi, okay, and I change it to 11 point, okay, and again coming here you can even give it an alignment. So let's say my first page is always the right hand side, so I could come here. Now if you want right left alignment, Okay, if you want center alignment, then this is what works. And if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, automatically my page numbers will come. Okay. Now let's say that I didn't want this. Okay, we delete this, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4 going that way. So what I do, layout, insert page numbers on odd pages, right? So you will have to come here, do this once, Gaudi normal. Now why did it show odd pages only? It didn't activate even pages. It's very simple, my friends. I'm not on an even page. I'm on an odd page. I'm on page 1. So I could come here, align it to this grid and keep it right aligned. Okay. So when I come on page 2, there is nothing, but when I come on page 3, I will have 3 here. Got it? So now when I come on page 2, I have to do it all over again, and now it will come on even pages. Understood? So you will only have to do this twice, but your layouting will happen. Make sure that you are using the same point size, you are using the right alignment. So for center, you will have to do it once, but if you want to do it on odd even, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you will have to work this way. Okay, we save this. Our book is complete, and now we look at a different kind of labeling, different kind of numbering, which is moreover required for printing. Okay, so in that scenario, we are going to look at that. Now let's make a creative label first. We are going to make labels with different numbers. Okay, so let's say I take a polygon, I take a 5-side polygon, come here. Okay, then I take an ellipse, and I align the center to this page. Fine, and expand it slightly and just weld both of them. Okay, now what I do, I don't want this sharp end here, I want the sharp end on the other side, so I flip it. Okay, now I want my numbering in a particular area, I want it on the top area. So as this is a triangle, let's add another triangle. So I come to common shapes, and I take the down triangle and add a down triangle. And again C, center align it. Okay, now I take this triangle. If I want to edit it, I'll edit it a little more, whatever that I want to do, and Control Q. Once I convert it to curves, then editing becomes a little difficult, as we all know. Okay, so we are going to do whatever editing we want to do here. Now what we are going to do is take this, select the whole triangle and convert every piece to a curve. Okay, and then all you need to do is just delete nodes. You see that? We get a very nice, smart design. Now, then I take a rectangle, zoom in into this a little, and make sure it touches this. Okay, come out equally. So press your shift button and align this to this area. You don't want it floating in midair. Okay, got it? And then again you convert it to curves. Take this line, give it a curve. Take this line, give it a curve. Take this point and just cut it here. Take this point and just place it on the node here. Now this is my creative input. I say shift page down, and now when I come here, let's start giving color. Let's say I make this blue, I make this red, and this is behind, so I make this maroon. Okay, and then just for sake of drama, we are going to give it a drop shadow so that it is having some kind of an added effect. So this has got a particular drama to it. Fine. Now let's add some more drama. duplicate this and reduce the size slightly and keep it in the center. And this one is there now, you give it a broken line. And make the outline white. See, this is my label. Okay, seeing that, we give no outline to the remaining parts. Done. So this is my label. Now what do I do? Now I want to give it a number. I want a number coming in the middle over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here I would put some logo or whatever. Fine. So I want it to be that way, but I want to remove multiple prints of this. So how am I going to do that? I come here, file, okay, print merge, create print load. This is what I get. You add a column name, let it be numeric, okay. Let's say we keep this number and we give it a format. I want 50 labels. So if you want 100, come here, 1000, 10,000 and so on and so forth. So how many labels you want comes from here, right? So this is it. Starting value is from 1. Continually increasing value, yes, I want 50. Okay, and let's say I want, let's not keep 50, let's keep 20. Okay, and say add. So they are all added, 1, 2, 3, 4, can you see till 20, and say finish. Once you say finish, you get insert selected field. So you come here and say insert. This field you have to come here, okay, close this, is okay. Come here and align it the way you want it. So I want my number here, okay. I want it bold and black is fine for me. Okay, we align it also, we want it center align. Okay, so that the numbers are not going out. Now saying this, now we had this one option here, let's say auto fit page. Okay, we keep a 2 mm gap and this is a page. So I select all, okay, I select all, I come into file, print merge, perform print merge, come into layout, say position to center of page, okay, go into edit, and there you see our artwork. Now you can create ups of the same thing, and these are going to be our cut marks. So I can have, you can calculate this. You have this option, if it's a two-sided, you can do double-sided also. So it will get into double-sided. You need to go into print. Once you get into print, it will ask you that do you want to save it as a PDF. So you give it a name. So we give it a name and it will come as a PDF on my desktop. Now let's see, it is saved. This is how your label print will look. So got it? So this is your page 1, page 2, page 3. So that's how you could add label numbering 2 in CorelDraw. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and don't forget to share. Thank you.